Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, Two Guys Take on Real Estate. My name's Kevin, I'm the Property Prince. I'm here without Matt, the Landlord Ninja today, because we're back doing another one of the Prince's Pet Peeves. And today, we're going to talk about one of my least favorite pet peeves, window air conditioners and getting into the heating season. So, we touched on this a little bit in one of our earlier videos, but we're going to talk a little bit about air conditioning and no heat calls. My big focus here today is window air conditioners in an apartment building where you pay for the heating costs. So if you're an owner and you're paying for heating costs and you allow your tenants to have window air conditioner units, you're going to get into heating season and you're going to get into sub-zero temperatures, and you're going to drive by and you're going to look at your property, you're going to look at your heating bill, and you're going to wonder why your heating bill is so high. Well, because you got a dozen open windows with air conditioners shoved into them, and that's a huge problem for everybody. It's incredibly disrespectful by the tenant, and it's something you need to absolutely jump on. So as you get into heating season, we always make it a point to send a notice to all the tenants, reminding them that they have to take these things out of their windows. If we see it, we document it, we take photos of it, we send them notices afterwards to follow up about it. If we continue to see it, you're going to see me stop, pull over, get out of my car, and go have a conversation with the tenant. I don't like letting these things linger. We've seen tenants that last all the way into January and February before they finally get these things taken out of their windows. There's absolutely no reason in the world you need to be paying for that kind of heating cost. Think about it this way: if the shoe is on the other foot and you had a light bulb that the tenant found out was under their electric bill and it was on some porch, they could literally, and at least in Massachusetts, it's ridiculous, they could literally sue you and get their entire electrical bill covered for the entire time that that's been the case. Ridiculous concept, but they'll absolutely feel entitled to take you to task over it. Why should it be any different here? All you're asking for them to do is close the friggin' window in the winter. I mean, it's not that big of an ask. Some of the other problems that come along with window air conditioner units, heating season or not, we're going to see that they're balancing these suckers with a soup can on the window ledge. I mean, I've literally seen it with the air conditioners there. They prop it up with a soup can. These things are not securely installed. Can you just imagine the situation of somebody walking by underneath and having this 80-pound machine fall out of the window, damage the window, whatever it might be, and crush somebody? Think about who's getting sued in that situation. Absolutely not going to be the tenant. They don't have anything to sue for. The property owner is absolutely the one getting sued. So you need to make sure when you see this stuff, you put a stop to it. One of the other problems we have is they do another bad job of installing it, so it's not hanging out the window properly. It's actually tilted back in, and you're getting all the condensation actually pouring back into the unit. Causes damage, causes mold, and it literally can cause a leak into the apartment below them. Can you imagine the situation there that you have to then deal with? It's very difficult to explain this stuff because the tenants don't always see it. Oftentimes in a steam building, these things are put in windows that are above a radiator, so now they think your radiator's leaking and it's not their air conditioner, and you're hiring plumbers. I mean, it becomes a crazy, absolute fiasco. So if you're going to have to allow window air conditioner units in your home, and you kind of have to these days, even though these things were built back before air conditioners were invented, you're not going to get a lot of tenants that are going to be okay living in a home that doesn't allow them to have air conditioning. They will absolutely cause huge problems, liability, damage, or incredibly high heating costs if they're not managed properly. So just like with a lot of other things, if you see something, say something. Send a notice to the tenant before heating season starts. Make sure those windows get closed, and if you see it ongoing as a continued problem, pull over, get out of your car, knock on that door and say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you left your window open. I'll be happy to come in right now and help you take your air conditioner out." By the way, we talked about it, no heat calls. The amount of times we're going to get called by somebody saying that their heat doesn't work, their apartment feels drafty, they're getting a crazy high heating system bill, it's not fair, and it's all your fault. The amount of times we'll go into an apartment and we'll see that they've got two freaking windows open. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's amazing. So not only are the windows often double hung and they're not closed at the top sash, literally they still have air conditioners in them. Sometimes they're poorly weatherized with like a bath towel. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. That's something I always say. It's something we always see. So please help yourselves by making sure you get the stuff under control. Don't let the tenants run the whole situation. You need to be out in front of this stuff notify them before heating season, monitor these things during the winter months, and during the cooling season in the summertime, make sure these things aren't a liability hazard or causing damage to your property. Save yourself some of the money I wish I could have, as I learned some of these things the hard way.